Hi everyone, good evening. So we are going to go through the topics for the AS and A level content. So this is purely for the students who are sitting for this summer. So you could be a AS student or you could be a A level student. So we are going to go through the examination content, right? So whether you can be a AQA exam board student or EdXL or OCR, it doesn't matter. So what we are going to do is we are going to be discussing exam style questions from different boards, and I will show you how to do the question and what is the theory behind the question and how to do that a complete walkthrough. Right, let's start with this today's session. Question number 1, right? So this question is coming from your A-level content, basic certs and algebra, the number system and all the power laws and everything. So you have studied in the very early topic, right? So 3 marks question from one of the, I'm not too sure it's OCR or AQA paper. So it is A-level content certs, right? So give me 1 second. I just wanted to check everything. Right, the question is 8 over 3 minus root 5 in the form of a plus b root 5. So they ask you to write this one. So it's a straightforward rationalizing the denominator. So 8 over 3 minus root 5, you can multiply by 3 plus root 5, and give me 1 second, just wanted to close the window. Right, okay, so times by 3 plus root 5. Let's start with this one quickly. The way to do this one, rationalizing the denominator, so you can multiply by 8 times 3 plus root 5, you will get the answer here, 8 3 plus root 5, and the denominator, it's in the form of a minus b, a plus b, right? So you know the answer, it's a difference of two squares, a squared minus b squared. So a as in 3 minus root 5 as in my b. So 3 squared minus root 5 squared. So 3 squared is 9 minus 5, which is 4. How easy is that, right? So 4 cancel with 8, it's going to be 2. So the answer is 2 3 plus root 5. So you can multiply 2 times 3 is 6 plus 2 root 5. And that is the answer for the question number 1. And question number 2. Find the binomial expansion of 3 minus 2x to the power cube, right? For this question, you can do a binomial expansion formula, or if you already know the Pascal theorem, so you can do the Pascal theorem. So what is Pascal theorem? So 1, 2, 1. So 1, 3, 3, 1. So you can use the Pascal triangle to find out the coefficient of the 1, 3, 3, 1 are the coefficient for the to the power 3. Or if you wanted to write the 3 minus 2x to the power 3, you can write this first term as 3 choose 0, right? 3 to the power 3 minus 2x to the power 0 plus 3 choose 1, 3 to the power 2 and minus 2x to the power 1 plus 3 choose 2, 3 to the power 1 minus 2x to the power 2. And finally 3 choose 3 and 3 to the power 0 and minus 2x to the power 3. So you can write this one straight away. So this one is 3 choose 0 is 1. 3 to the power 3 is 27. And this one is 1. So the answer is 27. Minus, because there is a minus there, 3 choose 3 is 3. So 3 times 3 squared is 9. And there is a minus 2x. Then the next one, 3 choose 2, also 3. Then again 3 minus 2x squared is 4x squared. 3 choose 3 is 1. And this also 1. Minus 2x to the power 8, which is minus 8x cubed. So final answer 27 and 27. So minus times plus is minus 54x, right? Then what you want to do is 4 times 3 is 12 times 3, 36 x squared minus 8x cubed. So you can show as much as working, because the examiner is not expecting you to write the answer straight away. At least 1 or 2 steps is more than enough to gain the 3 marks, right? So question number 3. So in the question number 3, this is you are given that fx is 4x cubed minus 3x plus 1, right? A function fx is given and they are asking you to prove x plus 1 is a factor of fx, right? So this is one of your AS topic, to prove that x plus 1 is a factor. So prove x plus 1 is a factor, you need to take the fx equal 4x cubed minus 3x plus 1, right? So if you substitute f of minus 1, so you can show the working out 4 minus 1 cube minus 3 minus 1 plus 1, right? So 4, this is minus 1 cube is minus 1, and this is plus 3, and this is plus 1, right? So altogether that is 0. So f of minus 1 is 0, mean therefore x plus 1 is a factor. So we have done the first part. Solve the equation fx equals 0. So f of x equals 0 means they are asking you to 4x cubed minus 3x plus 1. One of the factor we already found x plus 1, right? We got to find out the remaining factor, right? For that one, we studied this one in our AS level. It's called polynomial division. So polynomial division, 4x cubed plus 0x squared minus 3x plus 1. Careful when you're doing this one. You must put 0x squared, otherwise you will make some mistakes and confusion there, right? So this expression doesn't have a x squared. You must put the 0x squared in order to make the polynomial division worthful. So x plus 1 you are going to be dividing. So first of all, how to do this one? 4x cubed divided by x is 4x squared. So you multiply 4x squared times x is 4x cubed. Then 4x squared plus 1, it's going to be 4x squared. So if you take one from the other, so this and this cancels off. So you will end up with minus 4x squared minus 3x, right? And now I'm going to do minus 4x on the top. Minus 4x times x is minus 4x squared and minus 4x. And you take away one from the other, so this one cancels off, and minus 3x take away minus 4x becomes x, and drop the 1, x plus 1. So you put 1 here, so that comes as a x plus 1, there is no remainder. So here we already found out 4x squared minus 4x plus 1, right? So now I'm going to squeeze up space here. x plus 1 and the next one 4x squared minus 4x plus 1, you can put that as a 2x minus 1 whole thing squared equal to 0. So x can be minus 1 or x can be half, right? That is the solution for the fx, right? So if fx you need to be solved means fx equal to 0, then you need to find out what are the values of x, right? One answer straight away came as x equal minus 1 is a solution. Then use the polynomial division to find the quadratic expression. Then the quadratic expression you simplify and that gives the second solution. Right. Okay. So the next one, question number 4 is a 3 marks. I think like I found this one from a AQA paper. Show that the equation x plus 7 plus 2x squared has no real roots. What is the theory behind this question? Roots. When it comes to roots, you need to be understand the discriminant. What is discriminant? The b squared minus 4ac greater than 0 for two distinct roots, right? That means two different roots, two roots, right? And b squared minus 4ac equals 0 for one root, right? And b squared minus 4ac less than 0 for no roots. So by reading that question, you already find out, so that equation has no real roots. So you need to be proved discriminant is less than 0. That's all about it. So show that the equation, so I'm writing the equation x equal 7 plus 2x squared. So rearrange everything to one side. So 2x squared minus x plus 7 equals 0, right? So you can say a equal 2 and b equal minus 1 and c equal 7. So discriminant, so you need to do b squared minus 4ac, which is minus 1 whole thing squared minus 4 times a times 7, which is equal to 1 minus 4 times 2 is 8, 56, then minus 55 less than 0. Therefore, function, so x equals 7 plus 2x squared has no real roots, right? If you do FM, further maths, there's a topic called imaginary numbers. You can find the roots for this one using the imaginary terms, I. But this is a A-level content, not A-level further maths one. So they only asking for has no real roots. So we can prove by the discriminant has no real roots, right? So question number 5. Question number 5, again, this is the second or third topic from your OCR AQA book. And in Edexcel, this is a chapter 2, simplifying powers and surds and things like that. Given that k is an integer, express 3 root 2 minus k, 3 root 2 minus k over root 8 plus 1 in the form of a plus b root 2. So they are asking you to write this in this form where a and b are rational expression in the terms of k, right? So we need to find out how to do this question, right? First of all, my immediate thought is the rationalizing denominator. So how we are going to do 3 root 2 minus k over the root 8. Root 8 can be write as 2 root 2, right? 2 root 2 plus 1. So I'm going to be rationalizing. So 2 root 2 minus 1 and 2 root 2 minus 1, right? So that is equal to, right? The denominator is going to be, as I said before in the previous question, this is a plus b format, this is a minus b format. So if you, a squared means is 8 minus b squared means 1. So 8 minus 1 is 8 minus 1. So that is the answer at the denominator, which is we already know that is equal to 7. So that is equal to 7. Now we need to expand the bracket. Bear in mind there is a k on the top. So I'm going to be expand one by one. So 3 root 2 times by 2 root 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. Root 2 times root 2 is just 2. 6 times 2 is 12. Right? 3 root 2 minus 1 is minus 3 root 2. And the next one is minus 2k root 2. Then finally, k times 1 is plus k. Right? So now I am going to be simplified. This is going to be 12 plus k. Right? 12 plus k. Then I'm going to be factorize the root 2. If I factorize the root 2, I will end up with minus 3 minus 2k. Right? So this is what I get. Right? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to be simplify further. So this is going to be 12 plus k divided by 7. Right? This minus out, I'm going to take minus out, minus 3 plus 2k and root 2 here. Right? So this answer is my A. This is my A. And this is my B. So you can clearly write A equal 12 plus k over 7 and B equal minus 3 plus 2k. So those are the two answers in the format of A plus B root 2, right? So moving on to the next question, number 6, right? Try to read the question carefully. A triangle AB has AB length, AC length and BC length. Find the cosine of the angle BAC, giving your answer as a fraction in its lowest form. What it is actually, careful, they are not asking you to find the angle. They are asking you to find the cosine of the angle. So they are asking cos theta is what, right? So that indirectly they are just giving a clue. It is a cosine rule, maybe, right? So I'm just going to be drawing a triangle with the given information, right? So ABC, so BC is the longer side, so BC is the 10 centimeter and AC is 9 centimeter and AB is 5 centimeter, right? And ABC has all the sides given, and find BAC. So this is the, let's say, theta. BAC, give your answer in the lowest fraction. Find the exact area of the triangle. So I'm going to do this one, cosine rule, right? You must understand what is the cosine rule. If anybody needs some help, cosine rule equal A squared equal B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine of that A angle, right? So the A is this one and B and C is this one and this is the A angle. So apply that one and straight away using cosine rule, 10 squared equal 9 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times 9 times 5 times cosine theta, right? Now I'm going to be finding the cosine theta. Probably I don't have enough space there. I am going to write somewhere here, if you can follow me. So cosine theta, so equal 9 squared plus 5 squared. What I'm doing is 9 squared plus 5 squared. I'm taking away this 10 squared this side. So minus 10 squared, right? Divided by all these numbers 2 times 9 times 5. So 2, 9 and 5, right? So that is the question. So I'm just going to be, give me 1 second. I'm just going to be quickly bringing my calculator, and we can just do together quickly. So if anybody can quickly tell me the answer in the chat if you can, or I can bring my electronic calculator here. Everybody can see my calculator. So now let's do this one quickly. So 9 squared, so 9 squared plus 5 squared minus 10 squared, and divide by 2 times 9 times 5, and the answer 1 over 15, right? So 1 over 15 is the cosine theta. So cosine theta is 1 over 5. Right, so that is the answer of A part done, right? The B part, find the exact area, right? So the exact area, so cosine theta, after finding the cosine theta, so the exact area, so exact area, why they are saying exact area, so leave the answer in the third format or something, right? So half AB sine theta, right? Half, which one is A? The sides which makes the angle, 5 and 9. So half times 5 times 9 times sine theta. Sine theta, if you know cos theta, so you can draw a right angle triangle, right? If you draw a right angle triangle, so this is theta 1 and 5, and this is going to be root 24. How root 24? 5 squared is 25 minus 1, 24, root 24. So what is the sine theta? Opposite over hypotenuse. So root 24 over 5, right? So I'm going to be simplify that 5 and 5 cancel, and this is going to be 9 over 2 times by root 24. Root 24, it's going to be 4 times 6, so 2 root 6, right? So 2 and 2 cancel. So the correct answer, the area is 9 root 6 is the area. So I'm just boxing up the answer, right? Make sure you understand. So how I did that one, using the cosine rule, find the theta, and they're asking cosine theta, and after finding the cosine theta, you can find the sine theta by using the right angle triangle. So sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is root 24 over 5. Root 24 can be written as 2 root 6. 2 root 6 over 5, right? So that's what I substitute, and I got the answer. So we are going for the next question. Have a look. Question 7, 7 marks, right? This appears in one of the OCR paper, right? Show that the only stationary point on the graph y equal x squared minus 4 root x is a minimum point at 1 comma minus 3, right? The reason why they have given the 7 marks, maybe lots of steps, or maybe like this is one of the question comes in the first 3 or 4 questions. So in the OCR paper, the first 3 questions is very easy. Then after that, the questions are a little bit of reasoning type questions, right? So let's do this question. So stationary point, and you have the equation of the curve. So y equal x squared minus 4 x to the power half. For my benefit, I am writing this as a x to the power half. Why is that? I am about to do a differentiation, right? So what is this one? So if you do the differentiation, if you want to find out the stationary point, the method is find the dy by dx, which is the differentiation, and the equal to 0, because at the stationary point the gradient line has to be 0. So I'm going to do the differentiation dy by dx, which is, you all know how to do, 2x minus 4 times half x, half minus 1, so minus half, right? So that is the differentiation. You need to make sure, show that one clearly, that equal to 0 for stationary point, for stationary points. So 2x, this 2 and this 4 cancels off, so 2x minus 2, x to the power minus half equal 0. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of simplification. So 2x equal 2x to the power minus half, and the x and x cancel, so x equal 1 over x to the power half. Does that make sense? Right? Now I'm going to be cross multiply. So x to the power 1 times by x to the power half equal 1. So which is, this is x 3 over 2 equal 1. So I'm going to continue my working out here. Right? I am going to be square both sides. So x to the power 3 over 2, if I square this side also 1 square. When I am doing the square, this 2 and 2 cancels. Why? 3 over 2 times by 2, 2 and 2 cancel. So x cube equal 1. Then cube root both sides. So x equal cube root of 1. So which is x equal, only one answer coming, that at x equal 1, the graph will have a minimum point, right? So no, we have a stationary point. We haven't proved that is the minimum. So to prove the minimum point or maximum point, you know the method. So d2y over dx squared, second derivative. If the second derivative is greater than 0, the point has to be the minimum. If the d2y over dx squared less than 0, the point has to be maximum, right? These are the theory you need to understand from the differentiation, right? So x equal 1 is a stationary point. I am going to find out what is my second derivative. So first of all, what is my first derivative? Let me write that one nicely. Dy by dx equal 2x minus 2x to the power minus half. Minus 2x to the power minus half. This is d2y over dx squared equal 2x derivative is 2 minus 2 times minus half x to the power minus 3 over 2, right? So if we do a little bit of simplifications here, 2 and 2 cancel. So 2 plus x to the power minus 3 over 2, right? So what will happen? This is the second derivative. We are about to substitute x equal 1. So which is equal to 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3, which is greater than 0. Therefore, x equal 1 is minimum, right? So we have proved, show that only one stationary point. So x equal 1 is the only one stationary point, and that is minimum. That is minimum. So we already show the working out how we did the stationary point, dy by dx equals 0. How we did only one. So when I'm solving, I have only one solution, right? Then how I show the minimum point, you do the second derivative greater than 0, which is 3 is greater than 0, then that is a minimum point, right? So we have done the question number 7. We're moving on to the question number 8, right? So this is again AS level content. It's straight line graphs, chapter 5 in Edexcel book, and you have in AQA and OCR book also similar 406 chapter 6 for the straight line graph and perpendicular lines and parallel lines and all these, the basics from your GCSE for your A-level first year content, right? Read the question first. The point A has coordinates -1, -2, and the point B has the coordinates 7, 4. The perpendicular bisector of AB intersects the line y plus 2x equal k at P, right? Determine the coordinates of the P in terms of k, right? So let's first start to draw a small sketch of what's happening. So A has a coordinate -1 and B has a 7, 4. So it need not to be a coordinate geometry matching diagram. So you can do any kind of A and B points. So A is here and B is here. So this is -1, -2, and B is 7, 4. Now read the question. That's the information is given. The perpendicular bisector of AB, right? So perpendicular bisector of AB. So what is perpendicular bisector? The line goes through middle of the AB and it's 90 degrees to the AB as well. So this is 90 degrees and it is the middle of the midpoint. So I put M is the midpoint. It's passing through M, and also it's perpendicular. So the perpendicular bisector of the AB intersects the line y plus 2x equal k at P. So another line, it's intersect. So this is the line P and this is the line P. So this line is y plus 2x equal k. So this is the equation of this line, and that line is intersecting at P. Determine the coordinate of P in terms of k. First of all, first things first, so midpoint, you know how to do the midpoint. So midpoint, add them up at the x coordinate and divide by 2. 7 plus -1 is 6, divide by 2 is 3, comma 4 at -2 is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So this is the midpoint. I'm going to be write this one 3, 1, right? So midpoint is 3, 1, and we need to find out the gradient. So gradient of AB, right? Difference of y divided by difference of x. So y is what? 4 minus -2 over 7 minus -1. So that will, you can find out 6 over 8. So that is 3 over 4. So 3 over 4, it's the gradient of AB. So perpendicular gradient M dash equal negative reciprocal -4 over 3. So the equation of perpendicular bisector is y equal mx plus c, y equal -4/3 x plus c. So you can put the 3, 1. So substitute 3, 1. So what will happen? If you put 3, 1, because that is the midpoint. So 1 equal -4/3 x is 3 plus c. So 3 and 3 cancel. So c equal 5, right? So the equation is y equal -4/3 x plus 5. So that equation intersecting with this equation, right? What you want to do? So equate the y. So I will end up with k minus 2x, right, equal to minus 4/3 x plus 5, right? Now, we need to find out the x coordinate of P. So how to find out the x coordinate? So that is going to be k minus 5 equal 2x minus 4/3 x, right? So if we can do that one, so 6x, so this is going to be 2x over 3, right? I know exactly you are covering the thing. So I'm just going to be writing somewhere here, k minus 5 times by 3 over 2 is going to be my x coordinate, right? We found the x coordinate as 3k minus 15 over 2, so that is the x coordinate. And the y coordinate, you have the y coordinate, so you can substitute that one. So y equal k minus 2x, so 2 times k minus 2x is k minus 2x, so k minus 3 k minus 5. So if you do that one, so k minus 3k plus 15, right? So that is 15 minus 2k. So what I found is y coordinate in terms of k, x coordinate in terms of k as well. So if I can change the color, not sure, that is not the color I want. So let me do a different color. So the P point, the point P is x coordinate is 3k minus 5 over 2, comma, y coordinate is 15 minus 2k, right? It's a little bit of hard work because you can see it's 7 marker, right? Work for spending time and make sure not making any careless mistake, and find the perpendicular line. Perpendicular lines are related by negative reciprocal, and after that you can find the equation of the line, and two equation intersection point gives the solution, which is the coordinate of the point P, right? Right now we are going for question number 9. You can see the level of the marks. This is not an Excel paper. This is, I believe it's a AQA paper, right? So a curve has an equation is given, right? X is greater than 0, and prove that the curve has a maximum point at 1, 3. So you need to understand, prove that the curve has a maximum point, right? They are not talking about other points. So as long as you prove there is a point, stationary point, which is a maximum, we already studied in the previous question. If you want to prove maximum point, the second derivative has to be less than 0, right? So first of all, start with the differentiation. That is the key for this question. So y equal 2x squared minus 8x root x plus 8x plus 1. So don't make any careless mistake. Make sure you follow this one. Y equal 2x squared minus x and root x. You know that basic power rule. X mean x to the power 1. Root x mean x to the power half. If you add them up, 8x 3 over 2 plus 8x plus 1, right? So if I do the dy by dx, right, dy by dx, it is going to be 4x minus 8 times 3 over 2 x, 3 by 2 take away 1 is just half, plus 8 is the differentiation, right? So I want you to make it as a little bit of simplified version. So what is that? 4x minus 24 12, right? So 12x to the power half plus 8, right? That is the dy by dx, right? Now we are going to be applied. So you can see the level of the marks they are giving. This is a 9 marker. You may think why they are giving 9 marker. There's a trick in this question. So in this question, dy by dx, we already found this one. For a stationary point, you need to say dy by dx equal to 0 for stationary point. I'm going to write very short format, stationary point, right? So 4x minus 12x to the power half plus 8 equals 0. I can divide everything by 4, can I? So everything can divide by 4. I'm going to be continue the question from here. If I divide by 4, x minus 3x to the power half plus, if I divide by 4, it's going to be 2 equal to 0, right? Now here comes the problem, right? You need to know how to solve this one, right? I think like in your AS book 1, there's a topic how to solve some different method of quadratic equation. Let's say let x to the power half as t, right? So if you square both sides, x equal t squared. So you can say this is t squared minus 3t plus 2 equals 0. Now I am going to put in two brackets equal 0. So this is going to be t minus 1, t minus 2, right? So t has to be 1 and t has to be 2. So t has to be 1 means t is x to the power half equal 1 or x to the power half equal 2. If I square both sides, x equal 1, x equal 4. So this is the answer for the x, right? This is the answer for the x. And we have proved x equal 1 is one of the point, right? X equal 1 is the one of the points. Quickly, I'm going to do d2y by dx squared. d2y by dx squared, I'm focusing on this one. Please have a look. This is my dy by dx. In this dy by dx, I'm going to be differentiate again. So 4 minus 12 times by half x to the power minus half. So it is going to be 4 minus 6 x to the power minus half. When I put x equal 1, right, second derivative d2y by dx squared becomes 4 minus 6, which is less than 0. Therefore, this is the maximum point. So we pretty much done the first part. Next one, find the coordinates of the other stationary point of the curve and state its nature, right? We already found another point is possible, which is x equal 4. So if you put x equal 4, when x equal 4, d2y over dx squared equal 4 minus 6 times 4 to the power. So that is going to be 4 to the power minus half, right? If you do that answer, you will get a positive answer. A positive answer. So positive answer means that is the minimum point, right? So now they're asking what is the coordinate of the minimum point. So x equal 4, you need to find out what is the y. So I'm just going to be changing a different color to work it here. So when x equal 4, I'm making use of this white space. So y equal, so 2, 4 squared, right, minus 8 times 4 then root 4, then plus 8 times 4 plus 1. You can use the calculator to find out. 4 squared is 16, 32, minus this is root 4 is 2, 32, 64 plus 32 plus 1. So 32, 32, 64 cancels, so plus 1. So x equal 4 and y equal 1. So 4 comma 1 is one of them, and x equal 1 and 3, this is the maximum and this is the minimum. 11 marks, right? If you think about the 11 marks in a A-level exam, pretty much it's very heavy, right? So moving on to the next question, question number 10. So have a look of this one. Question number 10, and f dash x, it is the notation for the first derivative, is given as a 2x minus 3 over x whole thing squared, and f of 3 is equal to 2, right? Find fx, right? So you need to understand integration of f dash x gives the fx plus c, right? So when you integration process is the opposite for the differentiation. So if you integrate a gradient function, so if you integrate a f dash x function, the answer is a fx function, right? So that is my idea to do this question. Let me change my color back to the yellow. So f dash x equal 2x minus 3 over x whole thing squared, right? Now this one, I'm going to expand that one. So 2x squared is 4x squared minus, as a A-level student, you have to know how to expand a quadratic double brackets quickly. So a squared, 2 times of a times b. So when you times 2 times 3 is 6 minus 12, x and x cancels off, plus 9 over x squared. So this is my f dash x, right? Now I'm going to be write this one more, 4x squared minus 12 plus 9x minus 2, right? Now I'm going to integrate with respect to fx. So integration of f dash x dx. So now I am going to find fx function. So fx function is 4x cubed over 3 minus 12x plus 9x minus 1 over minus 1 plus c, right? So this is the answer, 4/3 x cubed minus 12x, right, minus 9 over x, because x to the power minus 1 can be written as 1 over x plus c. So that is the fx function. Now if you see here, there is the information given, f of 3 is f of 3 equal to, you wonder why they are giving that one. The reason why they are giving to find out the c, right? So if I am substituting f of 3, so f of 3 is equal to 2, that is equal to 4/3. So I'm putting 3 cube minus 12 3 minus 9 over 3 plus c. So if you do 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, divide by 3, 9, 9 times 4 is 36, minus 36 minus 3 plus c. So these two cancel and this is 2, right? So c equal, I got the answer 5, right? Once you understand the c, you can write the function fx equal, what is that? 4/3 x cubed minus 12x minus 9 over x plus 5, right? So now this is the answer, including the C part. Sorry, I think like I'm covering up the thing. So if I turn a little bit and I show you, that is the answer. So 4/3 x cubed minus 12x minus 9 over x plus 5. It's the answer, right? So now we came to a stage at question number 10, right? So that's more than enough today, just first class today. Just wanted to see the traffic of how people engaging also. And if everything's okay, we are going to be continue this live streaming session. Depends on how many people after the video is going to be published in the YouTube. So what happens is every live streaming session is going to be automatically saved in our playlist called A-level Maths Revision class May 2022, right? So under the playlist in our channel, you can see all our live streaming. GCSE playlist is separate, A-level separate. So you can find today's 10 questions and answers in that video after the end of this live stream. Immediately that will be available, right? I will wait until how many people interact and show their interest on this live streaming session. So entirely depends on the traffic, how people getting benefit of these sessions. If it is more engagement, so if you can comment and see like please do it continuously and on a different day or something, any particular topic you need to be go through and just to explain, I'm more than happy to put that on a live streaming session. So please engage and comment on the video comment session. After that we can continue this one. If there's any kind of notification of a Saturday class is moved to a Monday class or Sunday class, any information, I will post a video in the community tab. So we will put a post on the community tab. So watch out the community tab post. All the advertisement and announcement about the class will be published there, right? So good night, everyone. Thank you for coming for the last 1 hour. So learning pretty much of the pure maths techniques, and we will continue from the next class. Thank you. Good night.